Yo, we got Billboard Breakdown Hot 100 December 2nd, 2023. Drake! We got Drake on here today. Andre 3000. Yep.
Might have been done with Drake this year, cause it's Billboard Breakdown.
Song a little bit more Drake, you know? Nothing wrong with a little bit more Drake in our lives.
You know, there is a part of me that finds it kind of telling that I completely forgot Drake was going to see a modest album bomb with the deluxe tracks marketed as Scary Hours 3 that were tacked onto For All the Dogs. It had an online moment, reportedly with the wordplay being stronger and nastier. We'll get to that. More of what the diehard fans wanted. Very telling. Now, granted, said tracks, they don't have the same pop appeal, so they're not going to have the same chart impact.
True.
But it's at least a story this week, and certainly a better one than in our top 10, where
Oh,
by
I
Jack
forgot about
Harlow
this.
went to number 1. Let's make this abundantly clear. It got that top spot courtesy of streaming, an aggressive radio push, and the Hot 100 top position being weaker than ever. And it's not going to hold that spot with the glut of holiday music that is surging up the charts right now.
Bro, I literally saw on Twitter a prediction. I follow Talk of the Charts, and like those people who you know like talk about like chart data and stuff. And I saw the top 10. It was literally like 7 Christmas songs, like 8 or 7, and I don't know how I feel about that, cause they always let Christmas songs come back every single year, but they keep getting stronger and stronger. And I feel like we're probably going to get to a point that the entire top 10 is all going to be Christmas songs. Was that how it was last year? I don't really remember. But like usually it's like 5, Christmas songs, I would say, like in the top 10, and then like, regular other like normal songs. But I feel like this year, like, there could definitely be, like, just a full top 10 of Christmas songs. Which I definitely feel like will spark a, like, huge debate on, what Billboard is fucking doing with their charts. Like, we shouldn't have 10 Christmas... I mean, see, that's the thing about it. Like, it's Christmas, though, It's, like, the most popular music right now is Christmas music. Everyone's playing Christmas music. So, it's kind of hard to have a stance on it, at least for me.
It did dethrone Cruel Summer by Taylor Swift at number 2. Although with the streaming drop-off and the radio now slipping into freefall, that might have been inevitable. Now what's interesting is that Paint the Town Red by Doja Cat would stand to make up some ground at number 3. Its streaming is
will be overtaken by Agora Hills
isn't quite dropping as
later
quickly, and that's a feasible margin. Okay, but let's be real. What's really going to make the charge is All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah.
This song fucking sucks. You know what really deserves to be number 1? Last Christmas by Wham. That is the best Christmas song objectively. This song is fucking overrated as shit. Okay, fucking, like, who cares about Mariah Carey? I know, like she got ass. But, like, who cares? Honestly. Like, we want to see Last Christmas. Can we give another Christmas song a number 1? I saw next week's prediction. It was like the Brenda Lee song. It was like a point between that song and All I Want for Christmas Is You. Can we please get Brenda Lee a number 1? We always make this one number 1. Why don't we make Ariana Grande number 1? Santa, tell me. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of other Christmas songs except this one. A lot of people complain about overplaying the shit, and it's still fucking it's still like the number 1 most played Christmas song, and it's getting annoying at this point. Like, can we get Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree? Well, that Nat King Cole song. Like, there's a lot more Christmas songs. Last Christmas, like that's one that 100% deserves to be number 1. Not this booty ass shit. Okay.
Mariah Carey, already up huge to number 4 as the streaming is back in earnest. It's probably going to go to number 1 next week. We
Obviously.
all just know that. Now it's Strand Snooze by SZA at number 5, where the margins are only getting more pronounced as the radio dumps that song too. And that takes us to I Remember Everything by Zach Bryan and Casey Musgraves at number 6, where it's predominantly here based on
still haven't listened to it in full.
Is starting to get a little bit of radio traction. Too little, too late, unfortunately. The worst kind of competition is ahead. Now, where things get interesting on that note for me is Greedy by Tate McRae up to number 7. With tangible pop radio momentum and okay streaming, and with the
she's 50 million monthly listeners? Like, how? I saw people on Twitter, arguing about, industry plan, yada, 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 how other people are industry plans, Billie Eilish, people said this about Billie Eilish, yada, yada, yada. The thing with those singers like Olivia Rodrigo and Billie Eilish, they made actually good music, and all of Tate music does is really just makes me want to sleep. Honestly, I don't think she's an industry plant though. Maybe she might be. I don't know, cause Todd, when Todd reviewed her song "You Broke Me First," he didn't review it. He had a segment on it on one of his worst lists, and he was talking about what is the point I'm making here? Oh my god, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I just forgot what I was gonna say. Well, at the end of the day, her songs are mid. Her only good song, she's All I Want to Be. That's her only good song.
In December,
I think we can all agree on that.
Here, or hope to ride out the next month to clinch the top.
Number 1 global Spotify, number 1 on global charts. Really, guys? Really? This song? Really? This song? This 2-minute poopy butt song?
Spot in January, but I think timing is going to be everything with this one. I do think the odds are against her. Hell, on that note, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree.
Yeah, let's get this song to number 1. Come on.
To number 8. Knocking
Next
Back,
week, come on.
Is It Over Now by Taylor Swift.
How is it still
9,
here?
Although the streaming losses.
I still haven't listened to this song in full.
Too. And then we got a new top 10 entry, and one I'm actually quite happy to see here, even if it's not.
I can't remember.
Water by Tyler.
Oh, right.
It's a good R&B song. The radio loves it.
I think it'll definitely stay. It'll definitely stay.
I got no idea if it's got a chance against the holiday glut, but we can hope. Right?
Maybe. I think it'll do it. And then she'll probably release an album soon. Or did she already release an album? I think she'll release an album soon, and that'll just
boost it up more. In the latter category, we got the natural and expected exits for songs like Daylight by David Kushner, Barbie World by Ice Spice,
when the
Minaj,
daylight comes, I'll have to go.
And Single Soon by Selena Gomez. But we actually have a lot more losers here. Nearly a third of the Hot 100.
Sam,
so
buddy.
The losses off the debuts, like Houdini by Dua Lipa at 33.
It'll
saw loss for Dance the Night down to 31. Yeah. And Northern Attitude by Noah Khan and Hosier to 79. Then let's go to our next few gains that were cut short, like White Horse by Chris Stapleton, Muscle back to 27. Everything I Love by Morgan Wallen at 69. And Too Much by Kid Laroi, Jungkook, and Central C at 93. Jungkook also saw Standing Next to You fall down to 73.
I'm actually surprised that Too Much is still here.
Losers, where, let's be real, Taylor Swift saw the brunt of it. Now That We Don't Talks at 56, Slut at 76, Say Don't Go at 81, and Style at 91. But Bad Bunny also saw a few album bomb hits with Monaco down to 38 and Perro Negro with 5 at 82. And
surprised that's staying as long as it is.
Much luck, Get Him Back fell down to 75. Then we got a few Travis Scott
That's probably gonna be caught between years.
I Know at
just
54,
like Get Him Back.
But now,
not Get Him Back.
The Rest. Bongos by Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion at 97. La La
oh my
by
god, what was that song called?
89. Rich Men North of Richmond by Oliver Anthony.
What was that song called? Oh my god. What is that song called? What is her second single called? After Vampire. It's not Get Him Back. Oh my god. I think I've had brain loss. Oh my goodness. Vampire. Olivia Rodrigo's new single called... Oh my god, I can't remember. Oh my god, wait. Oh, I have to search this up. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna feel so dumb. Bad idea, right? Oh my god. Yeah. Also, how is this still here?
At 85, Great Gatsby by Rod Wave at 65,
How is this still here?
Strangers by Kenya Grace at 64, 500 Pounds by
I'm not sure that that'll last over the holidays,
and Wow
honestly.
Ones by Jesse
Probably
Murph
won't.
and Jelly Roll at 60. Finally, on
Kind of lost its chance with Strangers. I thought, I actually thought Strangers was gonna do a lot better. I mean, it's going crazy in the UK and a lot of other places, but US it hasn't really gone anywhere much. I'm not sure if it'll survive like the holidays. Yeah, we'll have to see. But I think that song's
Renee
alright.
hit 59, Harley Quinn by Fuerza Regida and Marshmello hit 57, Kill Bill by SZA hit 49, joins other longtime hits getting nudged out like Flowers by Miley Cyrus at 47, and What It Is Block Boy by Doechii and Kodak Black at 45, My Love, Mine All Mine by Mitski at 44. I'm frankly stunned she lasted this long. And Fast Car by Luke Combs getting pushed all the way out of the top 10 down to 18. So, okay. What's replacing all of them? Well, naturally, holiday music. So in our returns, let's just rattle through all those that came back right into the top 50. Like It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year by Andy Williams at 28. Let It Snow by Dean Martin at 35. Feliz Navidad by Jose Feliciano at 39.
Why is he playing surround sound?
By Kelly Clarkson at 42. The Christmas Song by King Cole at 43.
He was just like, I'm just gonna play like the song I have in my mind right now.
And Santa
Because
Tell
he usually
Me
plays
by
like
Ariana Grande at
songs
48. Kind of a shame they're taking up
like
this
on
much
the screen.
oxygen, as well as Calling for You by Drake featuring 21 Savage sneaking back at 99.
He's like, let's play some JID, fuck it.
Story is the abrupt return for Surround Sound.
Wait, it actually is here?
Featuring 21 Savage and Baby Tate, thanks to going viral on TikTok. I mean, they really could have picked a better time of year.
Oh my god. Oh my. Oh. That. Really? Oh my god. Really? Wait, what did it place?
21 Savage and abrupt return for Surround Sound by JID featuring 21 Savage and Baby. 21 Savage sneaking back at 99, because I think the much more interesting story is the abrupt return for Surround Sound by JID featuring 20 rap songs of last year. I'm not about to complain that much. Now in our gains, well, okay, outside of the top 10, we got the expected jumps for Jingle Bell Rock by Bobby Helms at 12, Last Christmas by Wham at 13, and A Holly Jolly Christmas by Burl Ives at 16.
Holly Jolly Christmas.
The bounce for Can't Catch Me Now by Olivia Rodrigo up to 63. Again, I don't have a lot of faith that it's going to stick around outside of the Hunger Games movie having its run, but it is a really solid song.
I feel like it's not off of
the
Hunger Games success. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Territory for Drake with the
I feel like it's just popular.
So outside of the top 40 and the best or the worst, Wickman at 71, very cute, unimpressive Push T disses there. Stories About My Brother at 58, probably the closest to being good of the new Drake songs with the Joe Budden shots.
This guy said closest to being good. Oh no.
Really nice beat from Conductor Williams.
Oh, we're fucked, guys. We're fucked.
But all right,
he does not like. I mean, I should have fucking expected that.
Rather interesting list of new arrivals, and it's all the more strange because we're starting with.
We got Fortnite? What the hell was that? Oh, Doja Cat. Are you guys going to see this tour?
Number 90. I swear, I really wanted to make a rap album, but this is literally The Way the Wind Blew Me this time by Andre 3000.
Let me hear some. Wow, quality music. Oh my god, finally on the chart. We've got quality music. No way. Bro, what? I'm getting very mad.
Let's be real.
OBS is
the
fucking
only reason
terrible.
a song like this could ever chart is because it's credited to Andre 3000, and just enough people were curious about this being his first solo output, only to be greeted with a 12-minute fluttery ambient instrumental piece with ghostly percussion, chimes, and where the first flute melody doesn't slip in until nearly the 3-minute mark. It is unquestionably one of the strangest pieces to probably ever chart on the Hot 100, and one, frankly, Honestly, I don't see sparking any sort of trend, even in the context of the era.
Bro, obviously, bro, we're not gonna get fucking flute songs going into the top 10.
Music can occasionally scrap out a week or
clip
two
this
on the
and
charts
then
that happened decades
clip this
ago.
and then
but as I said in my review of the album, this is
send me in like
one of my
2046
favorites from the project.
fucking
I love how the tentative flute work
Drake
feel out its
makes
place
a
in the
goddamn
mix,
flute album and goes number
blur
one.
of wonderment, but also melancholy. Steps that are taken into a strange new world that Andre 3000 is still trying to understand, and yet there's a pang of regrets for not doing what his audience wanted. Even if I think the song kind of loses its way by the very end with some of the quirkier misadventures. Hey, that happens. So yeah, it's not something I'm going to revisit all that often, but again, if I'm on my ambient bullshit, I would not be averse to listening to this. It's very good, if not great, and outside of the context of 3 Stacks.
No, he's gonna like this more than fucking Drake. Oh my god, Mark.
Where the Wild Things Are by Luke Combs.
Random fucking song? Okay. Alright. Random Luke Combs songs, fuck it.
I am so happy that there's someone working with Luke Combs that is convincing him to choose really good, if not great, singles, to the point I'm legit shocked that he's finally putting some of the muscle behind one of the best songs on his new album that I never thought would be pushed. That warm, driving groove, that anthemic hook, how organic it all sounds, the fact that it's damn near
and
a
Luke Combs song,
fuck
it.
That is Luke Combs' brother buying a motorcycle and taking off for California, where even Luke Combs himself goes out to visit and party with him a little bit. But where the song gets interesting and takes a real leap in my point of view is the final section, because Luke Combs recognizes that he enjoys it, but he can't live that kind of life, and he heads back east to his family, and his brother stays out there and dies in a motorcycle accident.
What?
And while it could have all been spun as a tragic parable, that's not how the song is framed.
Fuck?
There's grief, but also an acknowledgement that, hey, he chased his dreams. He
gotta listen to this song. What the hell?
Going to end for him? Well, it's kind of hard to fault a life that was lived exactly how he wanted, which is why the song still has
dark
that
turn. What the hell?
fervor, and it works. Hell, on doing this, Luke Combs made it clear that while his own
path was listening to this album
different, he'd probably take many of the same risks. So yeah.
That's a little going too far. Listen to a country
album.
album.
Got a real uphill battle to become a proper
shit.
hit. Please, let's make this happen. Excellent song. If you haven't heard it, check it out.
Okay,
Number 52,
nah.
The Shoe Fits by Drake.
Oh, he's gonna fucking hate this song. He's gonna be like, Drake, you fucking bitch. Worst hit of the week, Drake.
Let me start by saying I mostly like the production. Muted soul sample, the
see, like, he started something positive so he could, like, go in, like,
vocal, it is
later.
Smooth as all hell. Shame it's at a backdrop to Drake, perhaps not at his worst, but likely his least charming. Mostly because this is industrial grade concern trolling. Industrial grade control. Those who want him to go back to his old sound and his old raps, where he disingenuously says he doesn't know how anymore, likely mocking that audience because he is grown and they haven't. And the entire song from there is an extended long-form riff on what he presumes that audience is.
Okay.
And he starts with the women, who are so quick to not be grounded and follow their own independent woman plans when they can instead date wealthy but insecure guys who'll just treat him badly, or they'll just fuck around on OnlyFans because he doesn't acknowledge sex work as work, and as if Drake's veneer of faux class isn't so obviously paper thin, and that he hasn't behaved just as badly with as much.
Bro, what did I say? This guy's going in.
Here is rancid. Not to worry though.
This guy said rancid. This guy's bringing out the whole vocabulary. Oh my god, the hate for Drake is so insane. Oh my. This guy pulled out rancid. This guy said rancid. Oh my god.
Insecure guys as much here, which is moderately more tolerable until you realize that most of this is just.
He said something. He said something positive, and it was like until
dudes who do not have the money he does in order to act flagrant, especially when the girl in the story moved on to fuck James Harden. Which, if you watched any Clippers game recently, it's probably about the best performance that Harden has delivered recently. Although scheming is an issue with that team, we don't have time to get into the NBA. And look, I'm not going to deny that Drake can craft a story, but when you recognize that despite the hundreds of millions of dollars, Drake is just as petty and insecure as everyone involved here, it's just really obnoxious. It's way less classy than he thinks he's being, and it doesn't match the production. In other words, it's bad. Next,
Nah, it's fire, buddy.
His next single to get pushed. And you know, after Greedy basically felt like lifting
Baby,
pages
don't
from
get
Nelly Furtado's Timbaland era
greedy.
in along the groove for a deliberate mid-2000s throwback, I was at least intrigued for where it would go, only to get a slice of trap pop that Camila Cabello could have dropped in 2018. Come on! Seriously, the watery, minimalist melody, the whirring, cheap-sounding trap snares and hi-hats, how Tate McRae is basically submerged in vocal effects in order to try to make a capricious kiss-off song remotely convincing coming from her by draining any sense of emotion from her delivery. And yet, I'm still not buying it. More importantly, if you're still keeping his jewelry and his number, I think that might put a hole in any love him or leave him sentiment. If
Mark, I'm not listening.
All the doors open for him to come back. Just sounds so cheap and dated. Where Tate McRae said she threw this together as a Hail Mary in 2 hours, and I absolutely believe
2
that.
hours?
I just
What?
wish artists recognize that's not
Okay, now I'm
exactly a
listening.
good
You guys
thing,
said 2
'cause I don't think
hours?
this is good at all either. Next,
Damn, okay.
number 26, Evil Ways by Drake featuring J. Cole.
You can see the gaze. To find your way up to the top, the shit gon' be a maze. Volkswagen shit, the way I'm running Beatles plays.
So I'll say it. I don't think it does Drake or J. Cole any favors to have another collab so early, even if they're now going to tour together.
I thought I was gonna say
love
something
First Person
positive.
Shooter by
I was
any
like,
means,
oh my
but it at least
God.
felt a little bit special compared to this, where the trade-off of bars over the Family Circle sample is just not quite as tight as it should be, especially when it's all about Drake being on his evil ways, with J. Cole being that stern moral force. And I'm sorry, I can't take either assertion remotely seriously. Come on. Now, part of this is how weirdly labored J. Cole is in connecting all his punchlines together.
But he's the
and
GOAT!
Drake's still being a petty asshole, taking pot shots at Pharrell because of the Pusha T connection, and then implying that he's gonna hook up with Rosalia. Charming. Now again, I don't mind the warbling sample flip and the crisp percussion, but again,
What does
it feels
Rosalia
something
look like?
that's
I
trying to
can't remember.
recapture the big spotlight and attention after first-person shooter, and it doesn't feel as special. Just okay, I guess. And
Okay.
finally, number 11.
You know what?
You broke my
Him saying Drake is okay, that's a win in my book.
heart by Drake.
This song's good. He's not gonna like it, but I like this song. This is the best song on the album. Not album, EP. That's probably a unpopular opinion, but this
So
song is
initially,
probably
I
the
was
best.
kind of surprised that this was the song that got the top spot of the new entries. The last track on the EP, not Drake working with J. Cole. I mean, it's not like the production is remotely better. The soul sample feels really flimsy off the brittle percussion, and Drake's crooning does not blend as well as it should. The vocal mixing's kind of iffy, but when you look at the bars, it starts feeling like a complete refutation of all the attempts at maturity that Drake was trying to sell you before. Why get the gun yourself when you brag multiple times on the tape that you could have Chubbs do it? If you represent all the down bad sad boys, why do you spend so much time dunking on them for not having as much money as you do? And if this is not worth your time when you only dated her 4 months, and I'm not going to judge the length of the relationship, but come on, Drake, you should know better by now. Why be so willing to air all this shit out when you were putting girls like her on blast for not having maturity? And last time I checked, I don't think she said anything. But no, that's not why this blew up as much as it did. Comes down to that bridge where he goes for a big crowd chant of "fuck my ex," and because of the auto-tune, a lot of folks misheard it as "fuck my ass." It became a cheap
What?
Twitter meme.
What? No, that's not. Okay, Mark, that is not. You know that's not what. Bro,
Because
come on.
hip-hop Twitter always lives down to everyone's expectations. And if you're
That
gonna
is
say,
not why it did.
this is the moment
Bro,
where you
come
just
on.
cut loose and be honest and be real, I might be willing to buy that, if not for the rest of the EP, where there's little to no self-awareness and just comes across as petty, defensive, and empty. Just with better production this time around. Not the worst song on the album, but it's not good, and given how much positive hype this EP was getting, I was expecting a lot more. So yeah, that was our week. You know,
I actually want to see
I'm
this.
more annoyed about this than I really should be. And as a result, Drake is getting both bottom spots.
Of course.
With the shoe fits is the worst, and You Broke My Heart is a dishonorable mention. Best of the
What?
week, easily with Luke Combs, Where the Wild Things Are. With honorable mention, yeah, I gotta go for it. It's sliding to Andre 3000's I Swear I Really Wanted to Make a Rap Album,
Flute
etc.
song
Next week,
better than Drake,
we got
oh my
a few
God.
weeks of holiday dominance to come before Tate McRae and possibly Nicki Minaj throw that all into chaos with big albums. Stay tuned for that. But until then, I'm Mark. You're watching
Billboard Breakdown,
affiliated
Radio
with
Spectrum Pulse.
And I'll
See you next time.
time.
Yeah! Yeah! Mr. Spectrum Pulse. That was a great video. Look, I need to talk. Recently, you've been talking bad about my goat. It's okay. There's nothing to be afraid of. But if you ever talk bad about Drake again, you don't want to see me mad. You do not want to see me mad, okay? Look. You just don't want to see me mad. Look. At the end of the day, if you ever disrespect Drake again, we're gonna have some problems. Okay? Okay. Anyways, guys, go subscribe to his Patreon. Okay? Go subscribe to Billboard Breakdown. Go subscribe to Spectrum Balls. Mark Grandin. I think it's Grandin. Grandin on Twitter. Yep. Go follow him right now. Go follow him on TikTok, bro. Go follow him on TikTok, man. He doesn't post much, but you know what? We're still gonna follow him. And tomorrow, most likely, maybe it will be out. Sean Faye Wolfie, the GOAT. Not really the GOAT. Okay, come on. We all know Todd in the Shadows is the GOAT. Come on, everybody. Come on. Obviously, Todd in the Shadows. No disrespect to Sean Faye Wolfie. Okay, you know he's a rookie in the league. Okay, he's a little newbie. That doesn't mean he gets crazy 3-pointers. Okay. You know, he averages like maybe 17 points per game. That's all right. Todd in the Shadows, when he does play, rarely when he does play, 50 points, man. 50 points every time. 50 points every time. You know what? I'm actually going to do a tier list, okay? So you got... Okay, let's do worst to bet. Not worst. Well, not worst. Worst is like negative. I don't really hate any of these people, obviously. I actually like all of them. Like, I genuinely enjoy like watching their content. Todd in the Shadows first. Second, probably Spectrum Pulse. It's either Spectrum Pulse or Sean Faye Wolfie. And then Fantano. He gets on my fucking nerves sometimes. You know one music critic who actually gets on my nerves? Sean C, buddy. Sean fucking C. You are my arch rival, okay? Oh my god. I don't even want to get into it, okay? But yeah. Oh, and throw Lux 99. Bro, Lux 99 is better than Sean C. Who else? There's this one person, bro. I forgot their name, bro. It starts with like a C. They have like a blue character, and they have like a robot, and it's like an alien creature. They're blue. That's all I remember. They made like a Maroon 5 tier list. I actually agreed with a lot of it. What am I fucking talking about? I'm just kind of yapping at this point. Anyway, Spectrum Pulse, go subscribe to him. Really excited for his top 10s this year. Please know 8 country song. I don't think it was 8, like 7 or 6 country songs on your best list, please. I mean, honestly, there probably isn't. Bro, country fucking sucks this year. So I would be surprised if he somehow found a way to put 6 country songs on his best list in 2023. Honestly, I don't even know if it was 6 last year. It was like 6 or 5 or something, but it was 6 or 5 too many. No, I'm kidding. Okay, though. Obviously, you can like country. Most country I don't really like, though. Anyway, it's time to say goodbye. Subscribe to me. Like this video. comment on this video. Comment it. Whatever. You could comment monkey balls. And I would still heart that comment. Okay, maybe not that, but like, you know what I'm saying. Okay. Oh, I have swim practice tomorrow, so I'm gonna miss the Sean Faye Wolfie premiere. Fuck. This is the worst day of my life. All right, guys, I'm gonna see you next time. I love you. I love you.